Here's what's making news at midday. Crime scene tape surrounds two gas stations in Racine County as dozens of officers respond to each scene. We'll tell you what police are sharing about this situation. And dozens of patients are killed overnight after a fire tears through a COVID ward at an Iraqi hospital.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Hello, everyone. Mark will be back on Thursday. Right now, we're monitoring two active police scenes at gas stations in Racine County. There are reports that a shooting took place at one of these locations, but police have not yet confirmed that. What we do know this noon is that several emergency vehicles are at the Pilot Travel Center in Franksville. That's about 22 miles south of Milwaukee. Reporters on the scene say the gas station and two vehicles are blocked off with crime scene tape, and we know that more officers are at the mobile gas station 2 miles away, which is also taped off. Local police have said there is no threat to the public, but have not yet confirmed what type of incident they are responding to. We also do not know if anyone at either of the gas stations was injured during this situation. We'll share any updates we receive online at channel3000.com. We're also learning more about the fatal police shooting at a mall in Maryland. Two Baltimore officers were shot and a suspect killed as a U.S. Marshals task force served a warrant outside of the mall this morning. The suspect was wanted in connection with a homicide in the city from last month. Here is some aerial video showing the scene. A large section of the mall's parking lot was roped off with crime tape as officers collected evidence. Again, this is in Baltimore, Maryland. The mall remained open to the public. We're told the suspect in this case was shot at least once and pronounced dead. Both injured officers are expected to survive. Let's get a check on the weather now. Get outside while you can today because storms are expected in the area tomorrow, maybe as soon as tonight. Here's meteorologist Chris Reese with your certified most accurate forecast. Chris?
Good morning, or good afternoon rather. The only problem is the moment you step outside, you were smacked with the humidity. You were talking about it just before the show started, Susan, and even I stepped outside to take my trash cans down during the lunch break, and I was just like, man, it's humid. But this is fuel for the showers and thunderstorms that'll come tomorrow. Dew points are into the middle 60s. With these dew points, they're going to increase towards tomorrow, along with sunshine returning towards the picture. So you're going to feel that humidity just a bit more. I want to show you guys Platteville. Here's where the sun is finally starting to shine through that cloud cover as temperatures begin to increase. We're still fairly overcast right here in Madison. Just give it a little bit of time. The back edge of that cloud cover is working its way through. To be quite frank, it's knocking on the door of Door County, or Dane County rather, before we start to see a few holes in the cloud cover. Doppler track, all clear for us right now. That'll likely be the case for the rest of today. Temperatures are at 75. As soon as that sun comes out in just a bit, we should see those temperatures jump up just a tad, likely into the lower 80s for your highs this afternoon. And my expectation is that we'll see a lot of sunshine by the time we get you towards the end of dinner time and just in time for sunset later on tonight. But Susan, we are watching tomorrow. That's when the best chance of showers and thunderstorms will roll on through. We could be talking multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be on the strong and severe side. We'd have an alert day in the forecast. We're going to unpack the details in about 15 minutes.
All right, we'll check back in a little bit, Chris. Thanks so much. Prosecutors are expected to file formal charges tomorrow against a Dane County man in connection with his father's death. Online jail records show 23-year-old Chandler Halderson is being held on tentative charges of first-degree homicide, hiding a corpse, and providing false information on a kidnapping. Halderson appeared in court on the latter charge yesterday after calling police last week to report his parents missing. Bart and Krista Halderson were last seen at their home in Windsor on July July 1st. Their son told police the couple went north with friends for the 4th of July, but police have determined that that was not true. Last week, they found dismembered human remains in rural Dane County. Yesterday, the medical examiner confirmed those remains belonged to Bart. Police are still actively searching for Krista and are hoping the public can provide information on her whereabouts. More than 90 people are dead this noon following a fire at a hospital treating COVID patients in Iraq. Now that country's prime minister is calling for a full investigation. CBS's Tina Krause has the latest.
The fire engines came, but it was too late. Flames had already shot through a COVID ward at a hospital in southern Iraq, killing dozens of patients. This witness says, we managed to get some people out, but they were suffering, and everyone else burned and died. Authorities say an oxygen canister exploded, sparking the fire that trapped COVID patients in the hospital, which medics say didn't even have a fire alarm. This man who lost a family member says patients infected with the coronavirus were brought here to get better, but they're leaving in coffins. How could this happen? This is the second time it's happened. 3 months ago, an oxygen tank blew up in the COVID ward of a hospital in Baghdad, killing 82 people. Protesters blamed the government for a poorly funded healthcare system that has suffered even more during the pandemic. As grieving relatives carried coffins of their loved ones to the morgue, one said, in a few days this tragedy will be forgotten, just like the others. Tina Krause, CBS News.
Iraq has had more than 1 million COVID cases and more than 17,000 Iraqis have died from the virus. As the U.S. pushes to increase vaccination rates, a new warning from the FDA that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine may be linked to a very rare neurological disorder known as Guillain-Barré syndrome. The FDA says it has seen 100 preliminary reports of this syndrome out of nearly 13 million people who received the one-dose J&J vaccine. 95 of those cases required hospitalization and one person died. Johnson & Johnson says the chance of having this occur is very low, and we strongly support raising awareness of the signs and symptoms of rare events.
People with viral and bacterial infections can get an autoimmune reaction against the nerves in their body. And it happens occasionally with vaccines. It happens with flu vaccine, shingle vaccine, to very, very rare events.
The Pfizer and Moderna vaccines have not been found to have a similar risk of that complication, and doctors are urging unvaccinated Americans to get the shot to protect against the fast-spreading Delta variant. Here's some new video that we received from one of our partners in California. Evacuations are in place as the river fire is burning near Yosemite National Park. The fire is threatening a major road leading into the national park right now. Strong winds and excessive heat are fueling the fire. Temperatures are reaching around 110 degrees in nearby Yosemite Valley. Several homes and buildings have been destroyed, but luckily no injuries have been reported. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Officials plan to tighten security at the site of the collapsed SURFSIDE condo building. That news comes as another body was located in the debris, bringing the death toll to 95. Surfside's mayor says the increased security is needed due to all of the lives that have been lost when the building collapsed last month. As of this morning, crews were still searching to find 14 people who remain unaccounted for. Stay with us. There's more to come today on News 3 Now at noon.
An increase in consumer prices reinforces inflation fears, and a big day for burger's favorite sidekick. I'm Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange. Of those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Has your home's roof seen better days? Does it have some storm damage? If it's time for a replacement, don't settle for less than the best roof and the best deal. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team has earned GAF's exclusive Master Elite status, achieved by only 3% of the contractors in the U.S. That's your assurance that you're dealing with a dependable, professional contractor, and we take very good care of our customers.
The whole process was amazingly simple and easy. My wife, which is important to keep happy, my wife was happy with the whole process. It was very easy, seamless, and it was just a no-brainer to, have it all done.
And your new GAF roof will have a 50-year warranty. It's the last roof you'll ever buy. Order now and save. Get free installation labor, free financing for a year, and get a $100 Visa gift card. Call to set up your free estimate today.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
News 3 Now's call for action gets answers when you can't.
A COVID patient's care jeopardized by insurance denials. After we contacted Aetna, the company reversed course.
News 3 Now's call for action. Taking action for you. Away from your TV? Not a problem. Get breaking news, weather alerts, and political coverage from the award-winning News 3 Now team. Plus, all things Madison. Stay connected anywhere with Channel 3000, Madison's #1 digital news source.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
The earnings parade kicks off today with results from J.P. Morgan Chase. The nation's biggest bank says profit more than doubled to nearly $12 billion. Credit card spending increased on categories like travel and entertainment, but borrowers are paying down their debt quickly. The cost of living in the U.S. rose in June. According to the Labor Department, consumer prices increased nearly 8% last month, and prices are up 5.4% since last year. Different factors are driving rising inflation, including supply chain issues, which are pushing up the cost of new and used vehicles. And as the world continues to reopen, demand for dining out and travel is also triggering higher prices. Sam's Club is trying out a new feature that lets customers scan and ship bulky items. The discount chain will allow customers to scan big-ticket purchases like mattresses and widescreen TVs and have them shipped home. Delivery time is expected to take 3 to 5 business days. It's National French Fry Day, and McDonald's is celebrating by giving one customer a lifetime supply. To enter, Fry fans need to share their appreciation by tweeting at Mickey D's before July 20th using the hashtag #MyMcDonald'sFanContest and include their home state. And today, anyone can get a free medium fry through the McDonald's app by opting in for rewards. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check stocks at midday. The Dow is down at noon, 58 points. The Nasdaq is up 65, and the S&P 500 is up 4. Well, weather is coming up next. It is a sticky one outside, and when the sun comes out, it's going to feel even more humid. Plus, Chris will preview an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow. He'll have details on incoming storms. That's next at noon.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
These
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home, where we're continually inspired to make it our own, where the perfect wall mounting can lift your spirits, and that once hidden path to your door is now illuminated with intrigue to lead you inside. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant, just like you. We have hundreds of options to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's one thing to say you have the most accurate forecast. It's another to prove it, and we've done just that.
First Warn Weather has been certified most accurate here in Madison by WeatherRate, an independent research firm. They study every news station's forecast every day, every year, and determine scientifically which forecasts align with the actual observed conditions.
Only one station came out on top, and that's News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
Trust the First Warn Weather team for your most accurate forecast.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Wednesday morning, in the mood for something sweet? We're checking out an interesting local ice cream shop.
And we're live in Milwaukee previewing Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Join us from 4:30 to 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
Another person is dead after a crash along East Washington. This is the second deadly crash on the corridor in a week.
People are still dying on East Washington Avenue. So I'm asking, what isn't being done?
Naomi Coles gets answers. Wednesday on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee for the Midwest Farm Report. Pam, you were asking yesterday, where's the rain? Chris has got it for you. It's coming tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'm afraid the timing is lousy, as is always the case when it comes to what we want versus what we get. The reason I say that is I just got off the phone with Mark Wine, who's an agronomist up in that Sauk County, Richland County area. They've been taking a look at what's happening with the winter wheat harvest that's already underway. And he said every field that he has been in has got blackhead mold, basically black specks of mold that are appearing on the head of the grain. Bad news. So the advice from Dr. Damon Smith, our University Extension plant pathologist, is try to harvest as soon as you can if you're seeing those black specks. Ultimately, whenever wheat gets rained on, it drops the test weight of that wheat. Now you couple that with the possibility of that dock that could be out there if this blackhead mold takes us down a peg as far as protein, and you really want to get moving as far as the harvest is concerned. Like I said, that's why this rain that's coming up is going to goof those plans up. Mark said that the reason we're seeing this blackhead mold is traced back to the frost that we saw about 5 weeks ago on that wheat. So all hand in glove. I'm also getting reports from some of the farmers that I visit on my farm tours in British Columbia. They are warning consumers that the heat that they've been living with has taken about 75% of their raspberry production in the Fraser Valley out, and about a third of the blueberries. So if you are somebody that enjoys blueberries or raspberries, you check your label. Most all of it comes from the British Columbia Fraser Valley. They also said apples, apricots, and other stone fruit have been harvested or are harmed because they've got temperatures that are triple digits. Here in Wisconsin, farmers are feeling much more confident about corn and beans. The confidence rating on corn is up another 2% this week, and the soybean ratings up 2 percentage points as well. Today, barrel cheese in Chicago up 3/4 cents at 164 3/4. 40-pound block cheese was up a penny and 3/4 at 175 1/4, and AA butter up a penny and 1/4 at 171 a pound. And I just realized the humidity has gotten a hold of me, Susie Q. I was so worried about my stories, I failed to run a hand through the hair. But I'll walk outside and look like something the cat brought home anyhow.
I feel your pain. It's a bad hair day today, very bad. All right, Pam, good to see you. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
And now let's get more details on the severe weather that's possible tomorrow night. Here's Chris.
Yeah, we are tracking a enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms. That's level 3 out of 5 for large portions of the state of Wisconsin. That's everything you see in this orange shading here. For everyone else in our viewing area, it's a slight risk, level 2 out of 5, likely during the afternoon and evening time frame. And we're tracking a multitude of different types of severe risks on the table. Your hail threat is overall low. Some isolated tornadoes will be possible towards northern and central parts of the state, but the primary focus, the reason for that level 3 out of 5 is the higher possibility of seeing those stronger wind gusts roll through the area, especially just north and west of Madison. So while Madison's at level 2, places in some of that greater risk for severe weather include the Dells, Baraboo, Portage, Westfield, Laval. You are all in some of these areas that are going to be at greatest risk for the strong winds tomorrow. But what we all have is a slight risk for excessive rainfall. The multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms can put down heavy rain at times, and we all have to be on guard. That being said, let's unpack how things play out before we get there. Of course, Doppler track is going to be quiet for us right now. Some of those showers south and east early on this morning, they moved out of the area, but we're still dealing with the cloud cover. This has kept temperatures a little bit cooler, but the sun is starting to shine just towards the west. Closer towards the Mississippi River, the sun has come out, and we're at 80 in Platteville, we're at 80 in Boscobel. Madison, we still sit at 75 degrees with the cloud cover, but as soon as that sun comes out in a matter of another, say, hour or two, then we'll start to see those temperatures jump up, and that should give us the opportunity to see our temperatures top out into the 80s. We should go off without a hitch later on this afternoon, but overnight into tomorrow, those clouds are on the increase. This is now 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That first round of showers and thunderstorms is knocking on the door. That could lead to some heavy rain on the belt line during the start of the commute time, so keep that in mind as you're headed out. Now we're at 8:30. We're just past dinner time. Here comes that second round of showers and thunderstorms. My expectation is that after the first round, you'll see that second round develop a little bit further towards the south. Once all is said and done, we're talking rainfall amounts at least right around an inch, maybe 2 inches. Some of the model data trying to show as much as 3 to 5 inches of rain. So use today to be proactive. Develop that game plan ahead of the severe storms tomorrow so that you are not caught off guard and you are firmly ready to act should a severe storm come your direction tomorrow afternoon. We'll keep the showers around on Thursday with temperatures in the 70s. Next week, it's all about the sunshine. We'll see more humidity. Temperatures will be into the 80s, Susan.
Looks good. All right, Chris, thanks so much.
My pleasure.
There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. When we come back, our nutrition expert joins us to talk about healthy fats. But first, here's what Howard's working on today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you've been on a cruise or to a tropical resort, then you've probably had your fair share of frozen margaritas. There's something about the combination of this frosty drink featuring the tangy lime and the salted rim that puts us in vacation mode.
Thank you.
Well, today, we're making a strawberry version of this in the form of a pie. We start with the crust, which we make from crushed pretzels mixed with a bit of butter. This gets pressed into a pie plate and chilled until we're ready to fill it. As for the filling, all that is a can of sweetened condensed milk combined with frozen margarita mix concentrate and a few drops of red food coloring. After that's mixed, we add some whipped topping and a cup or so of sliced fresh strawberries. We give this a mix and spoon it into our crust, which is going to give our pie a touch of saltiness, just like a margarita. Then into the freezer it goes. Once it sets up, it's ready to serve. Maybe finish it with a few dollops of whipped cream and more berries. Then it's time to dig in. To get the recipe for this cool and tangy treat, all you have to do is visit our website and look for Frozen Margarita Pie. It's that easy. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a tempting tropical way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Tropical.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by LABOY Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. LABOY Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. Reliable, honest, dedicated. With 24/7 emergency service for your home or business. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo reminds you to be sure to ask about delivery options when shopping for new furniture. Because every store is different. Some stores have very specific restrictions, while others charge you an arm and a leg. At McGann's, we take pride in our skilled delivery team, and in most cases, delivery is free. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. Now offering complete bathroom and kitchen remodeling with 0% financing. Everything you need to finish your dream project. Get the job done right with RHD Plumbing, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about healthy fats in our health segment today. For years, we've been told to eliminate all fat from our diets, but some high-fat foods are actually incredibly healthy and nutritious. UW Health clinical dietitian Michelle Swader is back with us. Hi, Michelle.
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you. Boy, you know, it's so true. We have been fat phobic for so long, and all fats are not created equal, right?
That's definitely correct. We have a lot of fats that are actually beneficial for us. And all of those years that we've been cutting them out, we haven't really done ourselves any favors. And it's kind of been a double whammy at some times.
What foods, where are these healthy fats? What foods can they be found in?
Right, so your healthy fats are mainly going to come from your plant and your fish sources. So plants, we're looking at avocados, definitely any kind of nut or seed, any kind of nut butter that's made from those, black or green olives, and of course olive oil. And then when it comes to the fatty fish, basically we call it that because it's healthy fat. You've got your salmon and tuna and trout and mackerel.
Why are these foods good for us? What do healthy fats do?
So they actually work on our lipid panel for one. And so our healthy fats will actually make our good cholesterol go up and our bad cholesterol go down. And if you are familiar with issues with that with your blood panel, I encourage you to talk to a doctor or dietitian. And then the other thing that they can do is omega-3s, which is a type of healthy fat, can actually help with anti-inflammation. So for people who are working on an anti-inflammatory diet for any reason, those are great things to make sure you're getting.
Do you have to eat these foods in moderation?
Calorically, they still pack a bit of a punch. So yes, you can't just kind of have unlimited amounts. So you still have to fit them in your regular healthy meal plan. So portion control is just always something that we want to watch for.
Yeah, just add a little bit, try something a little different. Put a little salmon on your salad.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Michelle, great to see you today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And now over to Chris for a final check of the forecast.
The rest of this afternoon, we should see a return of some sunshine. That should prompt temperatures to make it into the low 80s. But tomorrow is an alert day, folks. We're going to be tracking those showers of thunderstorms in the afternoon.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Have a great afternoon, everybody. See you back here at 4.